Fire Q&A on how to build, market, and sell and deliver your online program, your online wellness program specifically. Okay, number one, do you need a narrowed down niche to have a wellness program? No, you can be broad. However, the easiest way to do this is if you have a small audience. You can still have a broad wellness niche, meaning you help a lot of people on different wellness topics. And if you have a specific wellness or an online question, just comment below and I'll get you answered. But if you want to go broad in your niche, the simplest way to help more people and create more revenue is to do a high ticket one-to-one. Now, this does not mean that you have to be doing calls every single week for one person, so you're stuck in that time for money trade, but you want to build out a program that is for a specific result, which can be many different results, and you're just going to filter people through based on a consultation that you're doing. So for example, if someone comes in saying they want help with improving their strength and mobility, you say, great, I have a one-to-one program. It's 3 months long. There's 10 calls. I also provide, your unique mobility and strengthening plan, and I update this every week. And the cost is $1,200. So you're out of the time for money trade because you're not doing a call every single week. You have additional touch points to help them get a result. And for that particular person, it's for mobility and strengthening. Another person might come in and say, well, I really need help with my energy and sleeping through the night and knowing what to eat through my day to day. And it's the same framework. You can say, okay, great, I have a one-to-one program to help. It's 3 months, $1,200. There's 10 calls. And I also give daily meal plans as well as, bedtime rituals to help you go to sleep at night, and we troubleshoot anything that might be causing your sleep disruptions. Same structure of the program, 2 different people that you're working with. So when you are starting out, especially, this is a very simple way to build out your program and get people in. And then over time, your niche might emerge. You might figure out, oh, I'm attracting this type of client over and over again. Or I really love working with this particular type of client. And so your niche might narrow down over time. And as you grow your audience, you then might transition from one-to-one to a group. But you don't have to do it all at one time. What slows people down from getting their online program launched is often the niche and what the result to be. But the more people you work with and just start out trying to get people into your program, then the better you'll understand your audience's problems, their unique health and wellness struggles, and the results that they're really wanting and desiring, and you'll gather more data for the future to inform your program over time. So if you're just joining live, welcome. If you have your own unique questions on how to craft, market, and sell and get people into your online program and get them results, then just comment below and I'm happy to answer your questions. So we just covered the niche question. Another common question is, okay, well, where do I house my online program? Where do I store it? And the answer to this is there's so many places to store in your online program. Personally, I use Kajabi. If you have any questions on that, and I have an affiliate link and bonuses, I'm happy to share. You can use Kartra. School has an online platform. I'm presenting for a company today called Embodia, and they are an EMR software company, and they have a place where you can store your online courses and lessons. So there's many places at variety of different price points where you can store your online program. People ask me, okay, well, should I do Kajabi or Teachable? And I think that depends on the intention that you have for your program. Teachable or Thinkific, for example, are good for low ticket online programs like workshops or $97 programs, because often you don't have control if they're going to discount your program or do a sale, but the upside is they do help to market your program and get new students in. So if you look at the your holistic business and where an online program might fit, Thinkific or what's the other one? There's a whole bunch of them, are good for top of the funnel to help get you introduced in front of new people and grow your audience. But if you have a higher ticket program, it's actually kind of risky to put it on that platform because they might discount it significantly. So you might have a $97 program or less on Thinkific, but then you have your own $497 product or high ticket one-to-one offer that you market your own and store in Kajabi or Kartra, for example. A lot of my clients too, while they're figuring out the viability of their online program or offer, they don't have any of that paying software and they just use Google Drive to start. So you don't need to pay for software right at this time if that's a hurdle or a block that's hindering you from starting your online program. Hi there, if you've just joined and you have a question for developing, marketing, or selling your online program, just comment below and I'm happy to get that answered. Okay, so next question is, how much time will this take? What if I've tried this before and invested a lot of time and no one signed up yet? Should I scrap that offer? And no, it doesn't mean that your offer or your program is wrong. Often this just comes down to two things. If it's not selling, it comes down to the frequency, the number of times you're actually making offers or invitations for people to join your online program. And that can be in your emails, it can be in Instagram stories, it can be in Reels, it can be anywhere. And also, number two is your messaging. So it comes down to the frequency of making the invitations and actually the messaging on your sales page, the messaging in those invitations and offers. Are they speaking to the problems that your audience wants solved? And often I find that practitioners are too much in practitioner language when it comes to messaging and not actually speaking to the problems that keep their clients awake at night or the problems that they're Google searching. And so there's a mismatch between the messaging that's on a sales page or the messaging that's in an email and actually the messaging, the way that a client thinks about their problems. And so that is what I often help my clients a lot on, is developing messaging that lands and increasing the frequency of offers in a sustainable way, because you don't have to be on Instagram all day long. You don't have to be sending out a cajillion emails, although I do send out a lot of emails, but it doesn't take a lot of time because I have a system using AI and also a list of different types of emails that I send. So I use my Instagram data of content that does well on Instagram to inform the type of emails I'm sending. So I never run out of ideas for content. Okay, so here's some ideas right now to get you started on your online program. Again, if you have questions that I haven't answered today, I'm going to come back on and do future Q&As. You can also drop them in the comment below, and I'm happy to answer them in the replay. So stay tuned for future live Q&As or drop them in the comments here below. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.